Hey everyone, I'm Lisa with Made to Create with Lisa, and I'm excited to be back with you tonight for Season 5, Episode 2 of the Great North American Stampin' Show. Unfortunately, I have to let you know that I did lose last week. I lost by 1 vote. So your vote is important. I need you. So tonight, we are using another page out of the catalog that is full of some really cute inspiration and doing our take on it, and then giving you hopefully some ideas that you can use to take away and make some of your own creations. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, so this week we are using page 48 for our inspiration page. It's the Turtley Cute page in the catalog, but what we're doing is we're not copying these layouts. We're just using any of these layouts for inspiration for our own creation. So there are some really cute and really easy layouts in here, and I chose to use the pennants here for my inspiration. Now, if you know me at all, you are not surprised to hear that because I really love making home decor. So I thought that these pennants were really cute. They used designer series paper and then added some images to them. And then with these ribbons and stuff, I don't know if they used them for a holiday or maybe a party. So that's what we're going to use for our inspiration tonight. Okay, so what I used is our new party banners dies. And so I used this for my banner, and I actually am creating a home decor banner. So I used 1, 2, 3, 4, the 4th from the largest party banner die. And then I also used the new party alphabet dies, okay? So those were the base of what I decided to use tonight. Now, when I make home decor, I don't want you to freak out. I just kind of pull out a lot of my different things. You know, just pull out whatever you have. And that's what's fun about home decor. You can use whatever you have. Just pull things out, even if they don't, you know, they're not from the same suite or whatever. You just use whatever you have and pull it together, and it's really, really fun. So I wanted to do a patriotic banner for the 4th of July coming up here. And so where I found the most red paper was from this Marbled Elegance paper pack. Now, I'm going to open it up for you here to show you that when you see the paper, mostly you see this super, super fancy print, which is gorgeous. But if you turn to the back, this was absolutely perfect for my patriotic theme this week. And then this was also a really great one to use. Oh, and then this one was also really nice to use. So I enjoyed using this for my red. And then I chose to use the blues from the Country Lace Designer Series paper pack. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but this is more of like a misty moonlight type of blue. As opposed to like a dark navy. This is a really great print. And then there's also like a denim print in here. Let's see, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I love that. Looks like blue jeans. So those are the blues that I chose to use with my red for my red, white, and blue. Okay. So I went ahead and I die cut my my banners out so that we wouldn't have to be here all day. And I used these little dies here to put up in the corners to punch my holes. And so that's how I did all of that. All right. So this was what I chose for my red, white, and blue. Okay, then I went ahead and die cut my letters. So I have my U and my S and my A. It's kind of hard to get in the camera there. Okay, so I think that this looks absolutely adorable when you put it together. And then we're just going to dress it up. We're just going to have fun with it and dress it up. So like I said, I don't want you to get overwhelmed with what I did this week, but I pulled out several different dies. And that's what's fun about this. Just pull out what you have and just have fun putting it together. So I pulled out the mixed labels dies and die cut out that. And I used that denim print for that one. Okay, so first let's go ahead and do our U. So I thought it would be fun to just kind of dress this up like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and start adhering these together. All right, so we'll do that, and then let's go ahead and pop up our letter. I don't know if you like to make home decor, but it's really not hard, and it's super fun to have homemade home decor in your house. Okay, so that is extremely simple for our first step. Now let me show you a fun little trick. I pulled out our woven ribbon, okay? Now when I do home decor, well actually when I do any project, I like to just have fun with my textiles. Ribbon would be called a textile. So I just cut myself a little piece, and what I ended up doing was taking my scissors and tearing it right down the middle. I just keep sticking my scissors in there and ripping. And it's giving it texture and obviously making it thinner. And that's just one of the things I love about home decor. I like playing with our products and coming up with something different. Okay, so see, now I have two thinner pieces that have a lot of texture because of all of those hairs that are sticking out. Okay, so what I did is I just did several of these and I laid them back and forth like that. And then I took our peppermint, well, red and white twine, and tied it around the middle. And I have this cute little fun, funky piece. Now look how cute that is when you add that on as an accent. So let's go ahead and glue that on. Now what I commonly like to use when I do home decor is I like to use hot glue, because it's instantaneous and it's strong. So that's what I recommend when you're doing home decor. Okay, and you can kind of fluff that up and look how cute that looks. So it's not intense. I just use several different, textures to make it look fun. And then that one's done. So now let's pull in the S. And I cut that one out of some of that paper. And what I used for this one is this is on our last chance list right now, but I used the Round We Go dies to make a rosette. And I die cut that out. In order to make the rosette, you have to cut two of these. And then you fold them back and forth into an accordion. And you glue them together and they look like this. And then I actually glued it to a little circle that I punched out so that it would just be solid. And we're going to glue that on there like that. So that took a little bit of time, but I mean, it wasn't hard. It wasn't really that big of a deal. But again, I didn't want to sit here forever with you. So I went ahead and did that in advance. And so we're gonna mount that on there like that. And again, I'm gonna use my liquid glue and glue that right in the middle. Okay, get rid of that little glue hair. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, there we go. Look how cute that is. Now again, very simple. And then the final one, I cut out of that print, which I love. And then what I used for this one is I cut out this tag. This is from the new Paper Tags dies. And I used the same paper that's from this one. I cut out that same paper for this die. And then I used the edge of my scissors like this to rough up the edge like that and really roughed it up. And I did that just to give texture, just for fun. Again, when you're doing home decor, it's fun to have texture. And so we'll glue this tag on there. And then I have the A. And look at, this one is actually really pretty too. And I went back and forth as to which one I wanted to use. And I decided to use the darker A on that one. I think that both would actually be pretty. I guess I was feeling like this swirly print was just a little bit too busy, and the solid one I felt like stuck out better, so that's why I ended up choosing this one. Okay, and for the accent for the A, I ended up using my ribbon or my twine, and what I did is I ended up cutting lots of different little pieces of twine like that. I don't know, maybe 8 or 10, I don't know. And then I took another piece and tied a knot around it in the middle. And I came up with this. And what I did is I took each piece and just frayed it out. It didn't take long, but boy, does that look cute. So I thought this would look really cute up there. I love this red and white twine. I use it so much. Look how cute that is. Okay, and then the final thing I did is you could find any dies that you have that have a star, but I found the merriest trees with that little tiny star, and I die cut out several stars from white cardstock as well as that swirly cardstock. Okay. So those are the little stars that I ended up cutting out. And I thought that it would be fun to just put some little star accents and just see what we liked. Let's see. Now see, I don't like that because it doesn't really go together. So let's do these ones. How's that? So again, like you could totally do whatever you want. This is just for inspiration. You could put them on dimensionals. You don't have to put them on dimensionals, you know, just have fun with it. I thought about using like a metallic accent, like gold or silver, and because there is like a little bit of gold in here. But I don't know, I ended up not really loving the way that it looked. Usually I really like using a metallic accent. But again, like those are the different things that you can try when you're just pulling out all your supplies. Okay, and I actually forgot that there was something I wanted to do on this one. I have some of our thinner woven ribbon here, And I wanted to take, I thought it would look cute, so let's see if we like it. I thought it would be cute to tie a little knot. Actually, okay, so we could do it this way or tie a knot. Let's see what we think. I don't know if I like that. We could do that and then tie it with some of the twine. Let's see if we like that. So sometimes it's just playing around with it. It's hard for me to hold it and tie at the same time here. Let's just see if we like it. You know what? For some reason, I feel like that looks like a pirate. Okay, I have no explanation for that. I just don't like it. I like it like that better. Okay, so the final touch is to pull out this ribbon. Now this came in a 2-pack with some white and this. And I am going to weave this. Let's see, I'm going to start at the back and pull it through like that, and that way you see it across the front. And it's more of an accent, you know, instead of having it in the back. Look how cute that looks. So we'll go ahead and thread this together. And you can make it as close together or as far apart, you know, this gap here, as you want. You can kind of keep playing with the spacing and with how tight you like the ribbon to be. You could hang this anywhere, like from your mantle. You could even hang it from a wreath. Okay, and there it is. Yay. So what do you think? Did I do a good job? So again, I used the Turtley Cute banners to come up with my banner idea. And I made a little piece of home decor for the 4th of July holiday. So what did you think? I hope that you loved this. Super fun to make. And I hope I didn't overwhelm you. Honestly, the thing that I love about home decor, like I said, is just pull out what you have fun with it. Really, the only things that you really had to have for this was the party banner dies and then the alphabet dies. Other than that, you just have fun with what you have. So I hope you enjoyed this. Be sure to give me a like, a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to my channel. Also, be sure to go over and watch the videos of the other ladies. All of the links are in my description of the video. And vote for your favorite. There should be some really great things to choose from this week. It'll be really fun. So again, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And I hope you had fun with me tonight. I'll talk to you again soon.